Alright. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Florencio Files. We are here with one of the wildest, most creative Zerg players? No, Protoss players in the world. He's been experimenting a lot with Terran and Zerg in the last few years, but recently has been taking a trip down memory lane and going back into his deep playbook of Protoss cheese. Of course, this is him in the top right. It is none other than the sewer mermaid himself, Florencio. And he's going to be going gas first here in this game, as I realize there's no game sounds. There we go. Down here in the bottom left side, we've got the opponent, Cutie Pie Zerg. I always love when I see a name like that, because almost without fail, when we see a Florencio game, we see the opponent say some pretty hateful stuff, right? Or at least insult him a little bit. But can we really expect Cutie Pie Zerg to become a salty internet person, to start throwing out some of those gamer words? Maybe not. I'm not sure. So far, it's a 14 hatch, 14 pool after Overlord. So this is a bizarre build order, but it's such a fast spawning pool. It should actually be pretty safe against the cannon rush. And the Overlord, oh, it's going past though. So the problem is if he doesn't see the pylons go down and realize what's up, it's going to be hard to defend. Now, is he just going to wall off the ramp? That is, of course, one of Florencio's favorite things to do, but it looks like he's beelining straight down there, and this looks so sus. If I was the Zerg, I would be so paranoid. I'd be pulling drones right now. But, of course, Florencio not actually showing his hand. He's got a second probe hidden there. He hasn't shown. He waits the Overlord to leave, and he goes for the pylon wall off. And wait, what? Oh, wait, did he have two probes? Were they hiding inside each other again? Because he's pulled 3 probes over here, so he must have split one off when he was in the fog. I didn't realize. Florencio, they're trying to split the probes off, but because the Overlord had vision, he didn't want to do it. So what happened, guys, he stacked those 2 probes perfectly on top of each other using mineral walking, and then the Overlord could see. Normally, when you're in between the hatcheries, you split them off, but because that Overlord was at a different time than normal, he was like, shit, man, I can't actually do it. Okay, the Zergling's popping on the low ground, getting some damage done on the cannon, but there's still 3 cannons going up, and he's not going to get down there on time. Cutie Pie Zerg's about to be angry, pissed off. Shit Pie Zerg. One cannon looks like it will go down, as will the probe, but the cannons are finishing. 1 cannon falling. He's already bringing a probe in from the high ground to try and wall these units on the low ground, and oh my god, they are committed. Now, he could take that down, but oh, this is so bad for the Zerg. The Zerg is just getting ravaged. Those Zerglings aren't able to get down the ramp, and even a gateway on the high ground, just to add insult to injury. The Queen going to come in as well. She's going to try and attack the cannon. This is not going to work out. The Zerg player is in a big spot of bother. It's not even a spot of bother. It's in a deep shit can, I think is a better way of explaining this. That cannon really should have got focused down. Oh my god. Okay, the Zerglings are now focusing it down. Looks like the Queen did die on the natural. As long as this Queen moves up and focuses down that probe, the Zerglings should be able to kill these cannons before they finish. But that one there, covered by the cannons on the low ground, the Zerglings will not be able to get that. Of course, behind this, Florencio has built very few probes. He's still at 19 workers, and he's only lost 1. Oh, the Queen's trying to get rid of the probe. This is what I was talking about. If he can focus down that probe, then that means there's no more cannons. So the Zergling is now fighting. The Queen's going to try and kill this, but oh my god, Zerglings are still just popping out and running in and dying. Cutie Pie Zerg is looking to be in a shit position right now. That being said, if you keep the hatchery alive, maybe you're okay. The Queen goes in, and another Queen almost dies. The Zealot's going to finish her off. You know Florencio loves to chop a red hit point Queen apart. The Zealot, 2 cannons alive, only 1 cannon in range of the hatchery. It's all about keeping the hatchery alive for Cutie Pie Zerg. If you keep that alive, you can regrow bigger than the Protoss player because the Nexus has not started for Florencio. But I just don't see how he can do that. The Queen on the high ground pops out, but the hatchery's out of hit points. It's out of time. The Broodlings are going to be able to take out the Zealot, so that's something. And it looks like the Zerglings are just going to try and fight this. Wants to get rid of those cannons right here, right now. Well, looks like it's going to be just barely broken, but oh my god, almost every single Zergling is going to die. Oh man, really? 2 Lings survive? Yeah, this is rough. That being said, there is a hatchery going back down immediately. There's 4 drones over here. For God knows why. I don't even know why those drones are there, how they got there. Florencio's thinking about taking this corner base, but he's literally hiding almost in vision of those drones. He's not taken a Nexus yet. He's up to double gas, so he wants to take the double Stargate with the cannon behind it there before going for a Nexus. We know he wants to get that Alpha of Chad Rays up. Nexus is actually going to go up on the other side of the map, so Funnily enough, Cutie Pie Zerg pulls back, probably assumes that's going to go down momentarily, and in fact it is not. My lord. Oh my lord, there's a glitch in the Matrix, friends. What? What is going on over here? What is this my computer, or is this the game freaking out? My lord, that's okay, that's a little weird. I don't know what the heck was going on over there, but it is what it is. Double Stargate goes down, so there we go. Overlord will see this. And you know what? Immediately drops the third hatchery. 300 APM. Droning. Oh, no. Okay, guys, so what we're realizing is Florencio, who I'm surprised he's even at 125 APM, he is outmatched here. Now, what do I mean? I mean, this is a legit Masters player, Cutie Pie Zerg. The early response was not clean at all, but the fact is, under pressure, in a shitty position, what are they doing? They're droning hard. They've made Ling speed. They're going to be just re-droning up. They're trying to build 3 queens right now. Obviously, 1 out, 2 more on the way. And this is all because they know now they're up against what appears to be a 1-base double Stargate. What they don't know is there's a nexus there, and their 3rd base is about to get cannoned. Florencio could build cannons here, and he wants to time it out. So these start shooting the hatchery just after it finishes, so there's no opportunity for the Zerg to cancel, and this is a nightmare. Because this Zerg player, if they were left for even just 1 minute, you can tell this Zerg is going to outpace Florencio. They're going to drone like mad. They're going to get way ahead of him. They're already building the right response. Lots of queens, spreading creep. They've got plenty of APM. They've got Zerglings out, Overlord map vision. They're checking the natural. The one thing they've forgotten is to check the bottom right corner, and that is the one thing that could catch them off guard. I guess the other thing is the cannons building behind the hatchery, and we saw that this Zerg, last time they were in a position where it was like, okay, just give up the hatchery. They basically bled in thousands of resources of units, right? 40 units went down in that early game. Bring up the units lost, have 34 Zerglings and 3 queens. Now the Void Rays are here. Where are those queens? They're all in the main. Oh no, I think Cutie Pie was expecting Oracles maybe already going to lose a queen before the action even really gets going. Void Rays can pull back from there. Queens, though, will deflect. 3rd hatchery going down. Nicely placed cannons. And perfectly timed by Florencio. But a Roach Horn will go up there as well. Now, Cutie Pie Zerg could take this hatchery, but it's a little bit harder moving around this area to that base, back in to defend your main, especially with a Roach Horn sticking out like that. That's going to get sniped by Void Rays at some point. I can almost guarantee that right now. By the way, holy crap, what is this, guys? I've never seen this down here. Is there like some old construction works down here? Cool. I guess we are on like a scrap city that's semi-overgrown. I've never really looked around Oxide as a map and had a good think about it. Oh no, the APM of Cutie Pie Zerg actually... Oh, this is so bad for Florencio. The fact that Cutie Pie Zerg is just such a hyperactive player, you can tell with that 265 APM, they're checking everything. They're checking their corners, finding these probes. Now, they should have gone after the probes, because killing those is very important. Otherwise, the Void Rays will save this. But behind it, 35 workers are up. Cutie Pie Zerg, if they keep droning behind this, I really do think they will just get ahead, because they're simply building way more stuff than Florencio. And I gotta tell you, more stuff beats less stuff unless you can break the opponent's brain. And it seems like Cutie Pie Zerg, going through so many annoying things this game, has not had their brain broken. We're seeing a Zerg who is simply more impervious to Florencio's bullshit. Normally people get so angry because they realize just how gambly all of his moves are, and each time he surprises them, they feel like they've been cheated, you know? It feels like, oh, he didn't play fair, you know? He picked up the sand and threw it in my eyes, kicked me in the crotch, and then, you know, and then he, you know, called the police and told them that I had a gun and I was trying to shoot him or something crazy. You know, dirty trickery. It's dirty trickery, right? Even here, the Void Rays have these cannons to fall back on. That's really annoying. But Florencio, hats off to him. Gets the probes back to his corner. He's going to try and slow the creep down. He doesn't want those Queens and Ravagers to be able to walk over to his corner base. That's, of course, Cutie Pie Zerg's next goal in this game is, hey, Queens, Ravagers, let's go. Problem here. Those Queens are off creep. For some reason, he's bringing a drone. That's a little weird. I think that's just stuck on his army group for whatever reason. We can check, actually. Cutie Pie Zerg, yeah, there's 2 drones excellently in the army. The problem, though, guys, is Queens aren't mobile. And guess what? The Void Ray is just going to go around the left. Okay, this Void Ray is going to fight the Queens, and it's not going to have a good time. It does go down. And looks like the Ravagers will clear the corner base, but guess what? He's already recalled those probes, and now they go down to the natural. Sorry, I missed the recall. We didn't get it on screen, but you can see him moving them there from the main where they were recalled down to the natural. This base is going to go down. The Queens are on their way back. They've got to get up to the main. That main is where you need to go right now. More roaches on the way. I do think Cutie Pie could maybe go across the map and bust the base, but with Void Rays out and the Queens being your only anti-air, it's going to be a little questionable. Cutie Pie, you got to get in there and transfuse. Move forward. You got to move forward. Okay, does manage to save the hatchery. Well done. Cutie Pie is actually doing pretty good right now. The only problem, didn't clear those cannons. If you clear those cannons, you can take this space and this space, much easier to defend. This third out here, sticking out like a sore thumb. I pointed this out earlier in the game, and Cutie Pie has not done anything to fix that. Every single queen A moves down here. Void Rays go back in the main. Every single queen A moves back. So he can just play Cutie Pie like a fiddle. That being said, Cutie Pie is going to force those Void Rays back. Recall is off cooldown right now. On cooldown, I should say. It is still trying to cool off from its last usage. It's going to be another 60 seconds, a full minute until that can be used. He's supply blocked. He can't even get Void Rays out right now. Oh, no. I mean, okay. Keep in mind, the Roaches and the Ravagers could go down. And this could actually be a giant army kind of getting thrown away. Now, if Cutie Pie drones up behind it, I don't think it matters too much. But if you throw all of your army away, make sure you get value for it. And look at this. Great value for the Void Rays for Florencio. Killing the probes would have been huge, but he actually didn't chase the probes down. If he went for the probes instead of the Stargate, I think Cutie Pie wins this game hands down. As it is, it still looks really good for Cutie Pie. Even with the Void Rays cleaning all that up, there's only 25 probes left. It's not even one base. There's no production at all. Florencio can't do anything but rebuild his Stargates. Cutie Pie's got what? 9 queens versus 7 Void Rays. As long as Cutie Pie can split the queens up, then Cutie Pie's got this in the bag. And I say that, and I immediately realize I may be foreshadowing what's about to happen in this game, because how many times have I said the player just needs to do X, and then they've got this? Well, the queen's getting bullied right now. They really should have been out front intercepting those Void Rays. Because look at this, the Void Rays, this is so obvious for Florencio. You say, oh, okay, I'll just go in the main. And what, 1, 2 queens gonna split in the main? That's not enough. And the spores, they should have moved up here. This was the exposed angle this whole time. Good night, Lair. Guten Nacht, meine Lair. Guten Nacht, mein Liebchen. As Maynard would say with his expert German. Oh, no. Now a queen, a second queen's gonna go down, and the drones. And you can see Cutie Pie not splitting the queens. Cutie Pie, oh no, the brain, I said the brain always gets broken. Cutie Pie did not have their brain broken, but it feels like this deep in the game, after putting their opponent on almost 0 economy, I think Cutie Pie basically just said, slam dunk, this is over, we've won, awesome, we scored the touchdown, we're over the finish line, the race is over. They're having a little bit of a tortoise and a hare moment. In this case, it's a sewer tortoise, a sewer merman, that is in fact doing much better than the bloody hare, and Cutie Pie Zerg, celebrating a little bit too early, has now lost their entire economy. Cutie Pie split the queens up! Split 2 control groups, not 1! Why do they keep... Oh my god, they're getting baited so hard. The Hydra move speed upgrade doesn't even get finished, and look at that, just recalls them home. 1 Void Ray does fall. This attack makes no sense. So Cutie Pie Zerg knows they're up against a play with almost no economy. But if you attack into a Cannon Void Ray defense with unupgraded Hydras, that's the point where everything made so much sense up to this point suddenly makes no sense. Cutie Pie Zerg, though, says, no, I do not want to go down like this. I will pull those home. 1,300 minerals, 13 lava. All Cutie Pie needs to do is rebuild the hatcheries, rebuild the drones, and this game's in the bag. The Queens and the Hydras are even going to clear up these cannons and allow this 4th to be taken, which is perfect. This is what we were saying was missing for quite a while there. Oh, the focus fire on the cannons. My lord. Oh, he should have waited for the Hydras. Look at how much transfuse energy is getting wasted, and still a queen dies. If he loses another one, that would really be painful. Oh, queens do not do a lot of damage. You can see they're very slow. They're very tanky, and with transfuse even more so, but damn, that's a costly trade. So the Queens and the Hydras, they're blocking that hatch. There's no way that gets down. Yeah, you're going to need to replace that. No! All the drones! Okay, realize they're long distance mining, but the Void Rays are here. Oh my god, it's his only move! How do you keep dying to the only move that he's been able to do? Cutie Pie did such a good job of, like I said, just building more stuff. And Florencio doesn't have any options. It's not that Florencio is like, oh, why isn't he doing something? He's just been behind. Cutie Pie Zerg just had macro that was too good. But now is just running back and forth like a headless chicken. And it's like, dude, split these units up, mate. I mean, at least there's a hatchery on the right. I don't even know if there's an income advantage for Florencio. There is, but not massively. So he's making oracles. Now, oracles do very well versus Hydras, but if the queens are in front tanking, the oracles don't get the bonus to light damage. So for those who don't know, the way the attack works, see it over there, 15 versus regular, 22 versus light. So it's almost a 50% bonus versus the Hydras. Of course, Hydras have 90 hit points, so it's like 4 5 Oracle shots to kill a Hydra. Against the Queen, doing 15 a shot on the other hand. It's going to take 10, 11, 12. I don't think armor affects it because spell damage. But yeah, so basically it's a crazy number of hits to kill a Queen. So if you have the Queens in front, Hydra's behind, and especially with +1 attack on the way and armor, that could really help out. But there's no Hydra upgrades, there's no lair. Oh, the lair just finished, the spy is on the way, but oh no, Hydra's in the open! And the classic Florencio bait, the disco balls are gonna come on in. And Cutie Pie Zerg, I have a feeling we're about to see Cutie Pie Zerg say some things that aren't so cutie or piety either. I don't know what someone who speaks pie is, but I imagine it's fucking filled with sunshine and flowers and, you know, tasty treats and shit like that. But losing it, another hatchery there. That is the 6th hatchery that's died, not including the lair that went down earlier in this game as well. And I don't think a single one's been cancelled, but 6 hatcheries dying is devastating. Now, unfortunately for Florencio, he's facing someone who's still re-droning, and as long as, like I said, they keep doing that, I don't know. The Oracles need more damage. They really need to cut Cutie Pie's economy out from underneath them, which has not happened just yet. But that is a goddamn lot of Oracles. 13 Oracles. They might just be able to overwhelm. The Queens don't really have that much support. There's a few spores peppered across these bases, but not a very high number. And the Spire, what do we build? Corruptors obviously kill everything, but they're kind of weak to the Void Rays, so I would like Mutas, actually, as kind of weird as that sounds. I think Mutas would be a good choice here. Oracle's gonna go forwards and focus down the drones. Ow, 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 run the drones, bro! Ow! Okay, the Oracle's just lasering a bunch. No! Another undefended mineral! It just clicks them there, like that's gonna do anything. What are you doing? Oh, Cutie Pie Zerg's got to be triggered. It is 11 mutas on the way. Problem, Fleet Beacon's already almost finished, right? And he's got to see the Spire, right? Yeah, he sees the Spire. He even sees the mutas popping. So watch, he's going to do Phoenix range and mass Phoenix production now. Wait, what? You saw the mutas, didn't you? Maybe he didn't notice it. Maybe he didn't notice the Spire. He's going to go carriers, which means these mutas, maybe they've got a chance here. Should really wait for them to all clump up. They're going to find this third base. The Void Rays are back. You're kidding me. The Spire goes down. How? How? How does this keep happening? Oh my god, Cutie Pie Zerg just has no map vision because they've got no spotters out. Because obviously Overlords don't do it anymore. The creep spread keeps getting pushed back. The Void Rays get recalled. Mutas are going to go in. But they showed their hand too early. The Mutas needed to come in as a surprise maneuver and go straight for the probes. But look, you can't fight Battery Overcharge Void Ray. You cannot fight Battery Overcharge Void Ray. 3 Mutas go down for just about nothing. And that is a huge disaster. Cutie Pie Zerg dumped the entire bank into that. And now there is no economy left. And with no economy left, that's when the frustration is going to hit its maximum point. 60 drones have died this game. And he's even going to kill a hatchery. For those who don't know what joy feels like, if you're a Protoss player, joy feels like killing a hatchery with lasers. And that's exactly what Zerg's sadness feels like. Florencio, though. I don't know if that's incompetence or him just playing with his food. Probably playing with his food. Maybe a bit of incompetence mixed in. I don't know. But he turned around there thinking the hatchery was dead. And then it does allow Cutie Pie to keep it alive. Now, I think the problem is Cutie Pie was probably like, yeah, I'm done. And now you keep your hatchery alive. It gives you a sense of victory. Even if it is this small victory that's probably meaningless in the big picture, right? You're on 15 workers. Now, I say that. Is there a path back? I don't think so. I often say, okay, I think they're dead. Okay, I think he's dead. I think they're dead. In this case, even Florencio would not be able to throw from here, guys. He would try, and he probably will try. So, you know, he's going to fly his oracles into the mutas. Does actually fly them home. Well done, well done. Oh, the 8 mutas. They managed to kill 1 oracle. Can we kill another? Can we kill another? No. Only 1 oracle. And more mutas are being built into Phoenix. Now, the Phoenix did not get the range upgrade for Florencio, so he's just using unupgraded Phoenix for their raw firepower. And you know what? He's got the numbers. Now, notice Florencio here is using an advanced technique called don't use control groups. He has oracles on control 6, but he's basically just controlling everything as one big blob. And he's going to go in and turn on the laser beams. The Phoenix pick up the queens, which is a really bad call because they need to be attacking the mutas, not the queens right now. There we go. And those Phoenix are just going to annihilate. Cutie Pie Zerg maintaining form to the very end of this game, actually tapping out. I was expecting Cutie Pie Zerg to be, go kill yourself. Blah, 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 blah. Protoss is stupid. Lasers are dumb. Cutie Pie Zerg, hats off to you, mate. You've managed to keep it together quite well. And You've made me quite happy. You've restored me faith in humanity. You won the game and then you lost 12 hatcheries in a row to your queens running back and forth. It's probably the most frustrating thing. It's where you can feel your arms popping out of their goddamn sockets. Big thanks, by the way, everyone who's been supporting the Patreon. A big special thanks to Maxan, Colonel SC, over here. Maxan, Colonel SC, Apollo God, and Modern Totem. Thank you, guys.